The one thing that was said about England after the good start that they had in the first innings was that let go of a huge opportunity. It looked like a batting surface, and what Australia have done today is added salt. They've added insult to injury over here. Because what has happened over here is that now Australia have gone so far ahead in this test match that they've pretty much now sank England down. There is possibly very little hope now for England to be looking for a recovery over here, and the good batting surface that the Sydney Cricket Ground promised to present, it's presented just that. Batting has not looked very difficult. Remember, England also were in a position that they could have had a much better first innings total. Not the case. Let me talk you through what exactly happened over the course of day three. At stumps, there is one team that is 134 runs ahead. There are 3 wickets still in hand that the home team has. There is still a captain that is looking extremely good at the crease. 129 for Steve Smith. He's been ably supported by a couple of batters. Bo Webster was the last one that he spent time at the crease, but remember there is a Stark as well. He scored a couple of half centuries already in this Ashes. I'll talk about that Steve Smith century in just a bit, how balanced he looked. But Australia now, if you're just talking about the macro picture, Australia moved leaps and bounds ahead in this Test match. There is plenty of time still left. Yes, we lost time on the opening day of this Test match because of rain, but even then, in all probability, you're looking at a result, and it does look like it will be a result that will once again favor the home team. 4-1 is what it's looking like as things stand. A mere function of time, one would say, because England have just looked a bit listless over the course of day three. Yes, they had their moments on day two, but day three just totally belonged to Australia. Of course, led by Travis Head and Steve Smith. Steve Smith, in particular, once he was in the 90s, you knew that that 100 is coming, and he's now gone past Rahul Dravid. Number 37 for him as far as his Test career is concerned. And once again, we can perhaps have those debates. I already see some of the articles on social media and just on the web doing the rounds about where is it that you rank a Root, where is it that you rank a Steve Smith. Root's got a visible weakness against the likes of a Cummins, a Bumrah, a Hazelwood, people who've troubled him with the incoming delivery at times. But Steve Smith, he's the phenomenal record that he has. Look at his Ashes record as well. That also taking just growing a bit more today because 13th century it was for him in the Ashes. That's a feat in itself for a batter to be proud of. And you were waiting for him all along to come to the party. He did come to the party finally. Oh, you had to wait for a while to see Steve Smith score a big 100, and he's looking good. He's looking good to take his team into an even better position now from where they are right now, and it could, as I said, just be a matter of time now that England once again crumble under a huge lead. Not for the first time, in fact, that we've seen in this series. The first Test match was also proof of that, how England, having been in an advantageous position at that time, I remember a 40-50 run lead is what they had in the first Test match. Not quite the case over here, but definitely they'll be ruining their opportunities, especially the first innings, the way that the batting crumbled, especially the last 5 to 6 wickets. Australia looking extremely good. England out of ideas, listless as I just said. In terms of what is it that we can expect going forward, not really much as far as Australia are concerned. The idea will be to maximize on these couple of wickets that are still left. 3 wickets for them. There are two set batters who will have to come once again tomorrow and start all over again. But just the sheer just the sheer fact that you have already a 134 run advantage, that's a psychological advantage that Australian batters will be coming in with, and the England team will have to find their mojo once again. How is it that they can save themselves further ignominy in this Ashes series? The series already gone to Australia, but a 3-2 is what England would have hoped for at the moment, though I'm not too sure if they're thinking about victory over here, or even if they stand a chance of winning this particular test match. There might not be enough time, in fact, for England to go ahead and register a win over here. So it's possibly just about saving the test test and avoiding defeat for them. The other result, only a mathematical possibility, but nothing else if you ask me, for all practical purposes. So England looking into doom and gloom at the moment. Australia are enjoying the sunshine in Sydney, and let's just see where is it that this test match takes us, and what is it that Steve Smith can do after having such a good start. 129 runs for him. You've seen two centurions now from Australia. Let's see where Australia as the home team finish in their first innings of this fifth and final test match. Thank you so much for your company. Look forward to it right through the day. Do look at some of the other stuff that we've already put out here on Sports Today. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Bye bye.